Wow.
Jake Paul, I mean, as of right now, for what he's doing, it's good for what he's doing.
However, Jake Paul, I mean as of right now, for what he's doing is really great for what he's doing yet. When he battles a genuinely genuine warrior, is it's GNA be awful I could do without it, will be it in light of the JIC Mike. It resembles I take a gander at him different Floyd Mayweather, as of late offered his bits of knowledge into the standoff between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, giving a breakdown that enamored fans and savants, the same somebody you're keen on, or know well you know whether you return you got to get your work done look on the web. I think he was doing a plump down on a digital recording one time. And he discussed it, he said, I would rather not do a display, yet one thing I like about him, one thing I in all actuality do like about him's he's selling it, and he's earning substantial sums of money. And he's engaging I like it in the meantime, Mike Tyson has quite recently given a frightening admonition to Jake Paul Tyson, shoots one more message on Snapchat. There was a nearby picture of him with sweat all around his face, with the words everybody has an arrangement, to lay the beginning of Tyson's vital expression about procedure leaving the window, and hit square upside the head. Besides, Tyson shared one more image of him stirring things up around town, with the subtitle, Everyone's Eyes on Me. Tyson's mentor Raphael Cordo accepts the battle will be specialized rather than a slaughter, and that Paul will feel Iron Mike's weighty hands. He said this battle won't be a slaughter, it will be an exceptionally specialized match, since we have a youngster on the opposite side that can box and isn't apprehensive. Cordo further said that Paul will frenzy during the battle. And this is the very thing that Tyson really wants. He added, Mike has such weighty hands, and it will be unimaginable not to contact. Jake will feel Mike's hands. There could be no alternate way. And that is the point at which we'll have a thought on how the battle will go. Jake Paul has strongly promised to fight back against Mike Tyson by conveying a painful but necessary insight in their forthcoming session. He expressed, I will chomp your ear off. Mikey Tyson, broadly excluded for gnawing a piece of Evander Holyfield's ear. In a second carved in boxing history, faces Paul, who entertainingly references this notable occurrence in a pre-battle message to his rival. In another meeting, Paul said, I think individuals are underrating me having the option to manage his influence. And that is something going to make it fascinating. I am gnawing off a ton. This is certainly the hardest, generally savage, deadly adversary, paying little heed to mature on the grounds that influence is the last thing to go anyway. Paul has been vigorously condemned by fans for his new comments, remarking on Paul's new preparation film. This fan said, my grandmother hits harder than that. One more, added Mike, will strip your skin like how you strip your banana at boxing. And this fan said, in a real sense, you being at prime age, I can see your hand developments are so obviously, and you say you beat Mike now. We realize that the Paul siblings and Floyd Mayweather have wound up in a consistent conflict. Their contention touched off with a debut session between Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather back in 2021. During the earlier year, a strained quarrel almost ejected between Jake Paul and Floyd Mayweather outside the field, while they went to the Miami Intensity versus Cleveland Cavaliers game. I'm simply working what happened. You're not intense any longer since lost occurred. Since you're lost, yo. We going to beat him down, folks, I told. Put that, yo. We should beat him down. Where you running, Jake? Where you going since your battle? Since you lost, what's up, Jake? Where you going, Jay? Gracious, he's running. He's running. Glance at him. Logan Paul showed up on the top to bottom with Graham Bensinger showed, dropping a sensation disclosure about Mayweather's waiting resentment towards Jake Paul. Clearly, Mayweather actually harbors extreme enmity towards Jake. Logan Paul communicated Jake hasn't been without a safety officer since that second. Floyd has thugs who'd kill a person for $200 on the off chance that you haven't seen it before. Here is one more video of a showdown among Jake and Floyd, where Paul grabbed the cap from Floyd. You need to run. Totally, you need to run. Totally. How about we do it? How about we get it going? We should get it going. Sir, get the administrative work for this be totally. I want let me call I'm my own manager night, got your cap. While examining the famous cap-taking episode, Logan shared that Jake had educated him regarding his arrangement in advance. Yet he hadn't accepted Jake. Would truly proceed with it. Logan said Jake let me know he planned to do it. I didn't think he planned to do it, he got it done. And I felt like Jake had placed me in peril. After the situation transpired, Logan felt that Jake's activity had endangered him. He considered the potential results, particularly only a month prior to what he portrayed, as the greatest snapshot of his life. Logan added, in the event that I break my hand, or get a blackout or gated up by Floyd's folks, a month prior to the greatest snapshot of my life, attempting to save my younger siblings, that is moronic. In the meantime, Mike Tyson valiantly confronted each challenger, all through his renowned residency as an expert fighter, participating in legendary clashes against the first figures of his period in an authentic trade with Steve Farhood on Showbox. Iron Mike was offered the conversation starter of his definitive dream adversary across all periods. Without a second thought, Mike Tyson singled out Floyd Mayweather as his fantasy enemy. Tyson said, "Well, I couldn't want anything more than to have battled him. I wish he was my weight. We can never battle, obviously, due to the weight contrast. Yet I wouldn't battle him the manner in which they battled him." Farhood laughed, gratefully commending his esteem for the reaction as the ex-world heavyweight champion dug into the charming parts of why about with Mayweather would have been dazzling, yet Tyson accepts he'd have known precisely how to manage Mayweather. He added, "I would be mean. I would be filthy in light of the fact that you'd need to do all that to battle him. Since he's so great you can't. It's inordinately difficult to battle him clean. It's so difficult to beat him. I don't mind. It's truly difficult to beat him the style he conveys. It's truly challenging to beat him in that specific style anyway." In another occasion, Tyson reviewed a second when Mayweather had contrasted himself with Muhammad Ali in any event. Professing to be unrivaled, an idea Tyson unequivocally contradicted, he reprimanded Mayweather, further destroying that contention. Tyson depicted Mayweather as extremely hallucinating. He's exceptionally whimsical. He can't listen, if he in the event that he was remotely close to that domain of incredible ally, he'd have the option to take us to school without anyone else. Oak, he can't take his child to school without help from anyone else. And he discussing his incredible significance isn't monitoring yourself from individual significance, is being acknowledged by individuals. He can't take his children alone to school without anyone else. Now returning to the Tyson versus Paul battle, Roy Jones Jr., a commended figure in the boxing scene, who once imparted the ring to Tyson in a 2020 presentation match, verbalized his faith in Tyson's capability to win against Paul. He said, "When I bought